Hey guys, Girl Got Game here. We're going to do the first bad ending for Heisuke Todo. So this is chapter 1, Low Romance, High Corruption. And we start off with our very first choice, which is after Sen has come to visit us at my old home. And basically said, hey, you're gonna turn to ash if you keep using your powers. And last time, we told Heisuke, you don't have to put up a front with us. But this time we're just gonna play along with his, you gotta cheer up, girl. It's gonna be fine, really. Okay, you're right. Sen herself had said that she intends to have Kimigiku examine things further. I'm sure everything will work out. I carried a lingering suspicion that his confident words were only a facade for my sake, but I had no desire to belittle him during what was, I'm sure, a challenging dilemma to confront.
Yeah, the moment you give up, you lose everything.
His bravery was all up front. Of this, I felt certain. Heisuke would be fine. Or so I had desperately hoped. Alright. And then we gotta do our first make him endure it option. That's coming up soon. There we go. It's happening. Okay, this is the last choice we have to make before we get the bad ending, so let's see what happens. Perhaps the cruelest option was to let him endure this torment until it passed. So I stood idly, unable to say a thing about it to his face, but... Aww, my poor boy. Heisuke dug his fingernails into his throat, scratching madly at his skin as he screamed his lungs out. How many more times would Heisuke have to suffer this grave fate? Thankfully only this once. How many more times would I have to watch Heisuke writhe in unfathomable pain like this? Me? I'm gonna have to watch it 3 more times after this. You? Only this one time. Heisuke. I had nothing left to tell him, so all I could do was continue to softly rub the small of his back. Yay, we did it. We helped. I like that she acknowledges this is probably the cruelest option. Does nothing about it. There. Well, at least we got to tell him that he looks cute before everything goes bad. So, what happens? I'm trying to remember what happens in chapter 1. Is that when we first find the murdering Furies here in Edo? I think so. So maybe Kazuma and Amagiri don't come to save us this time around? Let's see. Alright, fight's going as normal so far. Yep. Alright. Watch out, Heisuke! Helplessly standing off to the side made me cringe, so I jumped out to distract Heisuke's rabid combatants. I was well aware that my swordsmanship was nowhere enough to take on a Fury in battle, but if I were able to provide even the slightest bit of cover for Heisuke, it would be worth it. I took a deep breath to ensure myself of my resolve, and I unsheathed my Kodachi from its scabbard. Not a second after I made myself visible.
Gah!
I drove my Kodachi into the arm of the Fury attacking Heisuke, making it vulnerable to a second strike. I mean, she did a thing. Good job, girl.
You idiot! I told you to stay put!
But Heisuke, you would've...
Watch out! Duck!
Huh? Before I had the chance to look over my shoulder, I heard the metallic hiss of a sword before it pierced into my chest. Suddenly, my breathing was strained.
Chizuru!
I heard my name being desperately called out to me, but the voice felt as though it were miles away.
Chizuru! You alright? Chizuru!
Then the sensation of being lifted up came from under me as my arms and legs became limp. My eyes were unable to focus on anything, which made it difficult to make out Heisuke's face as I struggled to see through the haze.
Hey, wake up! Please! Chizuru!
I'm so sorry, Heisuke. I don't know if we'll see each other anymore. She said it so calmly as if they were just like breaking up. I don't know if we can see each other anymore. Well, if we hadn't stopped to argue in the middle of that fight and had just like followed up with the 1-2, might have been okay, but we had to argue. And then lives were lost. Alright. So we died in the first bad ending. Interesting. Okay, well, time to move on to bad ending number 2, guys.